Hello guys, what's going on? It's Sam, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create, well, a modded version of your career saves on FIFA. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you a transfer budget of like 999 million, and the same for the wage budget. So to do this, you're going to need a USB stick, a laptop, and either Horizon or Modio. Either one will work, or anything that you can use to get your Xbox game saves. So I'm just going to start a new career mode and show you from the start how to do it. I'll start a new one and then I'm going to go straight through. And you know what, I think this would probably be better if I start with a League 2 team with a small budget, so look for, let's just go with Dagenham. So, as you can see, the transfer budget's 200,000, and we're going to change that to 999 million. So, I'm just going to skip all this. After this is done, there we go, it's setting up. You can do this with any career mode, even if you've already got one. You don't have to start one from scratch. It works the same way. I'm just going to start this, so you can see from the start how I did it. This might take a while to load. Okay, so we've got a career mode on Dagenham now, and if we go to transfers by, you can see our transfer budget's pretty shitty. 200,000 and a 3,000 transfer budget. We're going to change it now. We're going to turn our budget into 999 million. Or a billion, whatever you want to call it. But what you need to do is save a new career, or whatever career you're using. Make sure you've definitely saved, and then you're going to dashboard, and we're going to have to wait for it to load up. And when it does load, we need to go all the way to the end tab called Settings, System, Storage. Wait for it to load up. By this point you should have a memory stick in, and you will have to configure it, so make sure, most of you have probably already done this before, but if you haven't, then make sure there's nothing that you need on your memory stick, because when you do configure it with your Xbox you will lose everything. So make sure it's either an old memory stick, or make sure it doesn't have anything on it that you need. Okay, and then mine's already configured. I've just plugged mine in, that's why it's taking a while to load up. When I've got it, like some of you might have to configure yours. It's not that hard. Just if you need to configure it, just click on the come up as a memory unit. Just click it, and then it will automatically ask you to configure it, and then it'll do it for you. So there you go. You can see I've got a memory unit which has already been configured to work my Xbox. Now what we need to do now is make sure. Yep, so you can see my Skyrim save. It's definitely configured. Go to hard drive, the games, and look for your FIFA 13. Load, there you go. FIFA, there you go. So you need to click that, and then now you need to look for the save you called Dagenham, or whatever your save's called. Whatever career mode you want to mod, that's the one you got to move. We're going to move this one. This is the one we want with the high transfer budget. So we're going to click move, not copy. We're going to move it to the memory unit. After that's done, you can unplug, and now we need to move over to the PC. I'm going to quickly load up VMware because I run on Mac, and you won't be able to do this on a Mac. So I'm just going to boot this up so that I can start doing it. If you have any problems with this, let me know in the comments. The tools you'll need to do this are in the description below, and it's pretty easy when you've had like a bit of practice at it. You'll be able to do it quicker. I'm just going to trash these to avoid confusion, because the files will be called the same thing. So I've just trashed all of those, and as you can see on the right of my screen, that's the editor. So next, what we need to do now is we need to open up Horizon. You might not have Horizon or Modio, whichever one you prefer better. I personally use Horizon more, so I'm going to use that. So now you can plug your memory stick in, but as you'll see, nothing will come up. That's why we need Horizon on Modio. So I'm going to open up Horizon. If you know how to use Modio, then you can go ahead and use Modio. But for this, I'm going to use Horizon, and I'll leave a link to Horizon in the description below as well. So if I go to games, you can see I've got a FIFA 13 save called Dagenham. So what you need to do is right click, click extract, leave the name, and just extract it to your desktop. Save. It'll take a while. There you go. And you got it down there. And now we can mod. Now we can mod that file. So next, you're going to need to open up the software that I'll also leave in the description. The FIFA 13 actual modder. Alright, I'll leave it there. And all you've simply got to do is drag your actual save just straight on top of that window. Oh, sorry. Alright, here you see the save button lights up blue, meaning we can now save. And once you click save, that's the thing that's going to add your transfer budget. So you click save, and say done, checksum, fixed, something like that. Personally, I do it twice just to make sure. I would recommend doing the same thing. Click save, done. Click OK, and you're done. That's your file modded. But now we need to get it back onto the 360. So, oh, I didn't realise Horizon was still open. That's annoying. Now, what you need to do is get rid of your old file, your old FIFA 13 file, which is still on your USB. That one we're looking at now is the unmodded version, and the modded version is sat on your desktop. So you need to get rid of this. So just hit delete. Yeah, just get rid of it. I'm just going to drag that back in. Click the red, I think it's the red tab. Is it? No, it's the bit at the top. It says save to device, and click that. Click to flash drive. Click yes. Then if we have a look, we now see the Dagenham saves back in there. So what we can do now is we can eject the USB, and we're done. That is you done on the PC, and that is your file modded. Now just get it back over to the 360. So just eject that and go back to your Xbox. Back of the Xbox, we can now put our memory unit back in, which is your USB stick, and your Xbox to start doing that, which means it's looking for it. Memory unit appears. Now click on memory unit, go to games and apps, FIFA 13, Dagenham, it's back on there. Need to move, and now we're going to move it back off our memory stick back into our hard drive. And that'll take a second, and then it's done. And then that is it. You're completely done now. So what we can do now is you can unplug your memory stick. You won't need that anymore. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back on FIFA, and we're going to check to see if we did it right. And if we haven't, then it won't work. But hopefully everything went well, and we should have the high transfer budget. Right, so when FIFA loads back up, we're going to go straight to career. We're going to go to load career. Might take a while. When the window comes up, we're going to find Dagenham. We're going to load it up. In your case, it'll be something different. It won't be whatever career mode you did, but it's the same method. Right, and now we're going to go to transfers. And we're going to check to see if the budget thing worked. Buy players, and there you can see transfer budget 999,999,999. Same for the remaining wage budget. It means it worked, and we can buy anyone we want to now, as long as they'll join the club, because a lot of players do refuse when you're in lower clubs, as you know. So this mod's just for a bit of fun, guys. Obviously I wouldn't recommend doing it on a career mode and join, because it will ruin it, and then you'll go a bit crazy with the money. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give it a go. Leave a like if this helped you, and see you next time.